Good morning. I am trying to locate in a position that is away from the light. So just give me a moment. We're going to do a morning meditation. This is for my meditation for beginners. And this morning I want to talk about stress points. I love stress points. I love finding stress points. This is actually really, now that I think about it, I'm like, why have I not done this before? So I am in the process of learning tech, learning my schedule. I've launched the Healing Garden. I have 3 pillars. So I'm going through growing pains right now with the company. So I appreciate your tolerance. I appreciate your patience very much. It's I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for you. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I like to think I'm important in your life. That being said, there's going to be moments of poor quality, unsightly backgrounds, whatever. It's basically little points that I look for that I make sure, oh, there's a problem, I need to smooth it out, but I can't find the problems until I actually do it. So, a stress point, this is a really good thing to talk about actually during meditation because we're going to meditate on stress points this morning. So, what is a stress point? A stress point is basically a point or a an event, not an event. It's a reoccurring problem, sometimes minor, that keeps causing you repeated stress. And I'll explain. Every morning, I do podcasts. I love doing podcasts. And every morning, whenever I do a podcast and go live, I have all these sequences of YouTube requirements that I have to fill out. Is this for children? Which playlist is this going to go to? What's the graphic going to look like? And I get to the graphics, and my anxiety goes up because I know that I may or may not have the right graphic. B, if I have the right graphic, I have to sort through my massive download folder, which is horribly unorganized. I just need to ask my Juanito if he can organize it for me or give me advice because it's a nightmare. And what ends up happening is, oh, my anxiety, like I'm just thinking about the nightmare of my digital content. And what's end up happening is I'll just grab a random graphic. I think this morning I grabbed a lotus flower and said, there, it's something. And now I've got like 8 videos of just random, inconsistent, ugly, not ugly, but just inconsistent graphics. And I hate inconsistency. I'm a Taurus. I hate inconsistency. So this is a pain point. This is a stress point. So when I write down my to do lists, I actually base my to do list on my stress points. And I go, okay, my graphics is a stress point, which means I need to make sure I have the appropriate graphics for all of my podcasting needs. The second point is I need to make sure I organize all of my graphics so that they are readily accessible when I need them. And these 2 solutions will decrease my stress. Now, right now, these are literally my biggest pain points. So, but now they're so, and they grow every day. It gets worse and worse and worse every day because it's one more video that I'm going to have to go back and clean up. It's one more. So I can feel the anxiety and I'm going, okay, I really need to just, this weekend is what I'm going to be doing is cleaning up my graphics, organizing them and getting them all situated. So that being said, I do body scans and I do a lot of subconscious work. I have conversations with my mind to find out where my stress points are. Now, when you locate a stress point, that tells you very clearly what needs to be corrected and or eliminated in your life. This will reduce your stress. This is one thing you can meditate on. And what's funny is I start my day every morning with body scans. Literally, before I even open my eyes, I just lay there. I allow the conscious awareness to come back to me. That's the process of waking up. It's when your subconscious mind starts to go in the background and then your conscious awareness comes back to you. And the first thing I do every morning is I say thank you. That's like the very first thought in my head is thank you. And then The next thing I do is I scan, and I always go here because there's always something, there has always been something here drawing me here, a very tight pain, a weight in my chest. And I'm now at a point in my life where I can finally eliminate that pain. And I look forward to the day when I have no pressure there and I forget that I ever did. That's the day I'm living for. One day I will, one day soon I will wake up and there will be no weight in my chest. One day soon. It's been a wait for 40 years. So it's definitely one day soon. And that tells me, okay, I have mental work to do. And then I have my list of things. I start every morning with taking my vitamins, journaling in my manifestation journal. I have a magic book where I write down all of my loves. Well, not all of them because that's all I would do then, but I write down like 5 things that I love. I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, and then I follow that up with this is what I want. And then I close the book, I set it aside, and I'm not allowed to think about it for the rest of the day, what I want. And because the universe is going to take care of that, now I need to get to work on what I want. And then I write up my to do list. I exercise, make my coffee, I do meditation. Oh, yes, everything is flowing. So I decided this morning I want to do a meditation. I actually want to consistently get into the habit of doing these. Now that things have settled down, I actually want to do meditation videos every morning, Monday through Friday. I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. And I've been really, really lax on my meditation for beginners class because I have been so focused on shadow work, so focused on putting my life together, so focused on all the little pieces. It bothers me. I have like 250 plus people sitting in this group and I've done almost nothing with it. And I'm like, okay, I really need to get off my butt. So I am building the Healing Garden. And it's basically a business that has mind, body, soul to it. There's the mind part, which is the psychological side of healing with trauma recovery and the cognitive core. And in that class, in that group, we do cognitive alignment with restoring the identity to the truth, to our truth. That's the goal of the Healing Garden. I have my manifestation group, which is my ethereal side, where I talk about manifestation and how the vibrational frequency and the energy pool aligns with us. And that is over in a different, that's my second pillar of the Healing Garden. And the third pillar is meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, exercise, dance. It's the physical body. So I have this mind, body, and soul pillar. And when all three of them come together in alignment, we have full aligned balance in our life. So this is, I just got goosebumps. This is my goal. So we're going to go ahead and do some meditation this morning. And I like, I do box breathing. I've done pranayama, but that's too intense for me. That's not what I like to do. My goal with meditation, my personal goal, is just to listen and observe. That's it. My mind is going to go where my mind goes. This is not about control, not for me. This is about letting go of control. So for me, this is very much about just sitting back and observing and listening and allowing me to release the need to control, specifically controlling my thoughts, where my thoughts go. So, in fact, when I observe, sit back, and don't control, I get to watch where my thoughts go. And that gives me a lot of information about what I need to work on inside. There's inside, and then there's inside, soul, mind, psychological, cognitive core, where we need to do some shadow work, and we need to do some more intuition, manifestation, and getting in touch with the external frequency. So, and when we meditate, We bring them both together. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to set that as your goal because we're doing stress points this morning. Yeah, stress points. So because we're doing stress points, we're going to want to do basically observational and listening scans, listening to what the mind wants to focus on, listening to how that makes the body feel. Okay, so listen and feel. Got it? Okay, and then we'll be able to know what our stress points are. And then when we're done, we'll be able to take those stress points, put them down in a list, and then write them all out. Now, they say when you're meditating, don't. And if your point, don't distract, don't pull away from the meditation. And if your purpose for meditation is to expand discipline, that's a whole nother thing. Then yes, absolutely sit down and write it all out. Or don't write it all out because the goal is discipline. But this is not about discipline today. This is about locating those stress points. So grab a pen and a paper. If you, well, yeah, go ahead and push pause. Go grab some pen and paper. Please, I'm going to really do whatever's good for you. I was going to say don't use your phone to put in it, but you know what? Do whatever's good for you. Stay true to your authentic self first. So, and when you're meditating, if you notice a pain point, a stress point come up, write it down in the middle of the meditation. And the reason why is because you are, first of all, I don't know about you, but I am afraid I'm going to forget. And I have ADHD, ADD, ADHD. So for me, it's like, oh, what if I forget this? So write it down. That way you can release it, surrender the thought and the need to the paper. And then you can sit back, relax, and continue the meditation. And maybe you'll find more stress points. So as you find stress points, write them down. That way it's dismissing it from your head. It's releasing it from your head. It's on paper. Now it's been transferred or transmuted from nagging thought to a to-do list. Okay. And that releases the anxiety. It releases the tension and you have clarity. By the way, this is a really good exercise if you struggle with anxiety. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope you have your writing utensils or whatever you need for your lists. Okay. And we're going to do I always do 4 basic breaths in box breathing. And it's always in through the nose, out through the mouth. One day I will research why that's important. But when we do this, if you have no stress points and you just want to meditate, that's fine too. Internalize or imagine the energy all flowing down, coming down into your crown, into your center, and then it pushes itself down, grounding yourself and spreading out like roots into the ground. We're going to do some cleansing breaths. That's just some basic free-form breaths. My God, do I love meditation. Try and smile. And we'll probably do a little bit of tapping when we get started. Well, tapping later, but for now we're going to focus on those stress points. Okay, now we're going to do 3 boxed breaths. I'll count them out for you, okay? In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. A couple more free form breaths. Just 3 breaths, maybe 4. Relax. You don't have to clear your mind. The mind knows what it's going to do. The mind does whatever it does. Let the mind be. Don't try and interfere with it. Listen to it. That is your subconscious mind taking care of everything it needs to take care of all on its own. It does not need your interference. The conscious mind, you, loves to interfere with the subconscious mind. If you really want to control your life and get things in order, listen to the subconscious mind. Don't control it. All right, ready? Again, we're going to go do a box breathing again. 3 more. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Observe and listen. Free form. We're going to do one more round. I'm going to do 5 counts on this, 5 rounds, 5 breaths total on this one. And then if you want, afterward, go back and do the box breathing. You can replay the video a second time and just do regular breathing or regular meditation without interruption once you have all your stress points out. If you have a lot of stress points, that's okay. You have a lot of work to do, that's okay too. I have the healing garden. We'll take care of those. Okay? All right, and once more, ready? In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Free form. Listen and observe. I am statements are phenomenal. I am whole. I am safe. I am safe. I am free. I am whole. I love combining mantras with meditation. That is actually cognitive behavioral therapy, is when you implement mantras and with meditation, with intent to pause and redirect. That is cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy is the number one leading type of therapy practiced in psychology to resolve almost all trauma, to resolve many and most mental illnesses. Dialectical behavioral therapy is meditation, cognitive behavioral therapy, while you challenge your limiting beliefs through logic. That's it. I do both of those. I teach both of those. I'm not certified. I'm just smart, and I know how to do them very effectively. So if you're okay with being coached by a non-certified me, I strongly encourage you to join us over at the Healing Garden, where I walk people through dialectical behavioral therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy. I have been practicing cognitive behavioral therapy since 2015, and then I added meditation in 2016. And I took 44 PTSD triggers down to 0 in a very limited amount of time, because when you're consciously aware, things go a lot faster. So the goal in the Healing Garden is to help you reach conscious awareness so that you can expedite your healing. This is a phenomenal way for managing stress, for managing trauma, anxiety, and for healing. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to consistently do this every morning now. I meditate anyway. I just need to push record when I do it from now on. So I'm going to try and do it around anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much for joining me, and may the kindest of words always find you.